Another afternoon, another soiree, and things are calm, so I'm going back to quarrying, quote unquote, the concrete slab. This one is small enough, it broke of its own, that I can probably flip it over myself to take it out. But I'm taking it out now because this bigger one, the more weight I take off it, the better. But getting that lifted up, I can lift it a little bit, but then getting those bricks underneath it, I don't know if you can see them because of the light, that would take kind of either a long pull on my part or else somebody helping me. But that's the first step, it seems to me. I've got to get the weight off where I want to make the crack. And that crack, I'm going to try to make it from there to there, pretty long. We'll see how that goes. I'm ready to fool with it for the next hour and a half if I have to. Oh, I wanted to add, I'm putting a code here in a way. I'm using that star drill and the hammer to just make a mark. A double mark is going to mean that this is the east side, but it's not the outside. It's inside there's another piece beyond it. That's what my code is supposed to mean. Yes, quite easy actually to flip over. If they were all that size, I wouldn't fool with the rollers and I'd just go end for end. But I'm going to add the word flip to my list of words, maybe even end for end, that would have been necessary for this culture. I'm obviously out of practice, but then it dawned on me, I've got wedges here. I mean, that's a true wedge right there, that steel one. But that maul handle will work, or head will work like a wedge. And I have a couple other wedges. Well, if I drive those wedges in there, that'll do some lifting of its own and hold it. And I certainly need to add the term wedge to this lexicon I'm building. Chickens. Should I add chickens? I realize you probably can't see this, but I have two wedges in there. There's one. And I got the head of the maul in there as well. So I've got two, and the bar's just there by weight. So I'm ready to use the other bar now and score this. This scoring that I talked about, what I did was I started in the middle, hit it maybe 8 or 10 times with this bar. Then I went halfway that way and halfway that way. I did that instead of going straight across, because if it's going to crack, I'd really like it to crack the whole way. So I'll do that again, maybe, no, what I'm going to do is in those spaces, I'll do the same thing to develop this line. This isn't hard work. I'm giving it about 8, I'm counting them, 8 pounds at each spot. And I'll keep dividing up the spaces and do that. Now if it cracks, I'll hear it. I won't have to see it, I'll hear it, because the sound will change. Still no crack, so I'm going to now go to the sledgehammer with a stone hammer, I think is what you call it when it's like that. I'll see what I can do with it. Wedges are the key. If I had about 3 more steel wedges, and I'm going to go looking, I may somewhere. I mean, I could actually even use the nose of that sledgehammer as a wedge, and the same thing with that stone hammer or whatever you call that one. But I'm going to see if it'll crack with that persuader. Still no crack. I'm about to go look for some more steel wedges. I'm sure I must have some around here, or something that'll work as a steel wedge. But I'm going to give that big stone hammer, that one right there, I'll give that a chance first. I don't really have the handle in there very good yet, but I'll give it a try. That's a pretty heavy one. Well, I went looking, and I do have some more. These are hammerheads. This is a true wedge, but these are hammerheads, and they'll work. So I've got enough wedges, that'll do. And they could be wood. I could make them out of wood. And remember, I could use the nose of that if I needed to. So my excuse about wedges is gone. I'm going to reset now. I'm going to lower it, take the tension off, and then put tension back on with the bar. Failure to crack today. So you probably guessed it. Tomorrow I'm going to put the head back on my Jalner and the handle, and I'll set it up in the corner. And I'm really almost as glad, because I want to use my Jalner again. I've got everything I need to do it. And Sharphorns wants to see her baby, so I'm going to take the pigs down.